There are dozens of difficult achievements in chess.com, but there is a problem. Everyone has done them already, but today I will try to get an achievement that no one have ever seen and completed. Double disambiguated bishop checkmate. Checkmate somebody with 3 same colored bishops by a discard check. That means I can't lose my bishops, I need to promote 3 pawns to make that bishops, and somehow I need to have any piece to attack a king. And let me tell you, according to Paralogical, this mate was never done in the chess history. Okay, he left the game, please do not take my bishop. First game was a challenge, have a basic plan and strategy, and I just hope it works. I came up with a plan beforehand and I really wanted to not lose time by doing this challenge, but as you'll see, it took me way longer than expected. My plan right now was quite simple, I just tried to win my opponent casually, trying to save my bishops and pawns and just hoping he won't resign, which of course didn't work as intended all the time. Okay, there was no chance anyway. The problem with this checkmate is that to do this mate you need a lot of pieces, and when you have a lot of pieces you can easily stalemate your opponent's king. Fantastic. I quickly realized one huge problem. With such a low time, my opponents kept running out of time, but I couldn't just play a slower time control because of a strategy I gonna talk later. I had a long way to go, or maybe I was just mistaken, as in the next game. Okay, that is looking pretty good so far. And while I am playing the game, let me quickly explain the another strategy how to keep people playing the game and not resigning. So when I have a winning position and I'm confident I can do the mate, I just try to get lower on time so my opponent can try to win me on time. That is why I cannot play games with more than 5 minutes per side. But for now, I just got a winning position. Okay, he just lost the queen. And as I was planning, I just kept losing on time. 1 minute, now I take. And everything was going as planned. I promoted 3 bishops, placed them correctly, prepared my rook, and all that left was to bring his king to the bottom line, but I failed miserably. No way that is a mate, no. He wasn't going to resign at all. At this point I realized that I can do this mate, but it is going to be harder than I first thought. Or so I thought. Just in the next game I was able to bring the position back. At that time everything was as I initially planned. No mate, no stalemate, he had a lot of time. And now is the moment of truth, the last move to do a mate. Just move the bishop out of d1 and that is the end. Yes, I'm done. Look.
Bruh.
Wait! No way I just did that. That was my worst fail ever. I totally forgot that the point of the mate was not the bishops, not the discovered attack, but the algebraic notation. Let me explain. When 2 same pieces can go to the same square, they usually are distinguished by a number of a line or a column they are at. But when 3 pieces can go to the same place, we need to write the full name of the square. And because I moved my bishop to b3 instead of c2, I just got a regular bishop notation. But if I went to c2, everything would be okay and I wouldn't lose 100 kilograms of my sanity. But I understood that I can actually do the mate. There is just a question how fast I can get this position again. But little I knew, I was not close. Like, at all. For some reason, it was much harder to get that position again. I really wanted to find a way to make it easier, but I couldn't really find the reference game as there are no games with this mate. However, I found this funny game where they did a double disambiguated bishop checkmate in just 12 moves. There is no shot I'm going to replicate this in the real game, but right now I was focused on actually getting that position again. For this I have decided to attack earlier in the game to win them faster, so they can still have a lot of time, as I had some troubles with this too. Wow, thanks bro, could you just play faster, you know? And just I was thinking I won't get that position ever again in my life, this happened. Now everything is up to me and my opponent's desire to click a resign button. No! How could I do this stalemate again? At this point I really wanted to resign too. I really needed to stop playing for a bit and to return later, as I kept playing for straight 6 hours at this point. But at this point I knew I was close. I could literally touch the checkmate. That was just a matter of time when I will get it. Every time I got a close position and lost it, I was so disappointed and really became a rager. Until this game happened. What a weird way to defend from Lego's mate. Okay, I completely destroyed him here, now there is just a RNG part. If he don't resign, I will finally get a checkmate. Thanks bro, I totally need this win and rating. Yes, that was not a game for me, but as you see I kept getting this position so often, so I really wanted to keep going. I lost 300 rating points on this account, 10 hours, and then loaded in this game against Red Sparky 8888. My opponent got completely violated in the opening because of his brilliant play, and just a few minutes later I had 2 bishops. I was really worried about a stalemate, so I sacrificed all of my pieces that I don't really need and matter. I did the 3rd bishop, placed him on the right square, spot, and then, when he was on the last rank, all stars aligned. He didn't resign, I didn't do a stalemate, I didn't do the other mate, but the double disambiguated bishop checkmate. After 172 games, 10 hours and a lot of problems, I can proudly say that I am the first ever to do this checkmate in the real game ever. Forever.